Let's get it, baby. The No Longer Trap Podcast. We lit. Let's go, baby.
Lots and lots of money. That's why I stay on my grind. I wanna be rich. Yeah.
Shout out to Fit First. My brother Joe Lee. My whole Fit First crew. Let's go, man.
Yeah. I'm stacking. I wanna be rich. Yeah. I wanna be rich, anytime slide. Stamps on the passport, baby, worldwide. Turks and Caicos, like yeah, that's a vibe. Sipping rum punch, then we horse ride. Shots. Let's get the party live. Friday night, just got paid. Drinks on me, still screaming IV. And if I keep grinding, that's what it's gonna be. Cause I want money, lots and lots of money. Private jets in the sky. Money, lots and lots of money.
Shout out to Queen City Fresh. Your car ain't Queen City Fresh. Chief, it what? It stinks, baby. Let's get it, baby. It's the No Longer Trap Podcast, baby. I'm back, baby. We had a little technical difficulty yesterday. Monday and Tuesday, I was at 101. Shout out to DJ Franchise, man. Shout out to Curdy L. Shout out to Mad Lad. Shout out to everybody over there. Shout out to Chip Tillman. Shout out to the whole 101 crew. What up, baby? Let's get it, man. This is No Longer Trap Podcast, man. I know it's going to take a minute for everybody to get up in here because I've been going a second, but we going to get up in here, man. Come on, man. Let's get it. I got some great topics, man. And you know, I got let's get it, man. I got a great show, man. Let's go. Good morning to everybody, man. Let's go, man. The monitors will be on momentarily. What's lit? You understand what I'm saying? Let's go, man. I need everybody to hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, man. If you ain't subscribed, subscribe right now. Right now, hit that subscribe button. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. It's free. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I get in the algorithm with the likes. Shout out to Miss Diva LLC. You know what I'm saying? My dog. You know what I'm saying? My backbone. What up? What up, your Oshkosh Magash?
Everything I wanna be and then some.
And what's up, baby? Julie, Mecca, Deez, Lynette, what's up? Let's get it. Hey, yo, it's the No Longer Trap Podcast, baby. We back. We better than ever, man. Hit that like button. I need everybody in the building right now just to hit that like. So we got likes right now. We got 10 likes. Boom, boom, boom. Right there, right off the top. Boom, boom, boom. We got likes right off the top. Let's get it. Kim, good morning. Lynn, good morning. I missed all you guys, man. I swear I did. Grand Rising. Yes, Grand Rising to all of y'all, man. I missed y'all, man. I swear I did, man. Shout out to my brother, Woods, reporting from the truck. You already know. You already know.
Auto insurance.
Yeah, I just want to thank everybody
until it's time to use it with USA.
Can I get a mic check? Y'all hear me? Can I get a mic check? Y'all hear me? You got a mic check? Can I get a one if y'all hear me clear in the chat? Everything is official in the chat. Let me see if y'all hear me, man. Let me see if y'all get in the chat, man. Let me see what's up. Miss Jackson, Dow, what's up? Mecca, what's up? My road dogs, man. Everybody, man. Yo, salute to everybody. But before I start my show, y'all want to have a moment of silence for my uncle. Yeah, I'm going to call it my uncle. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, dig. You know what I'm saying? I pray you get sent away with flowers. Because you was a real OG to me. You wasn't my uncle biological, but you was my uncle. You know why? Because all them uncle conversations we had, all them times you pulled me away from danger and told me, nah, you ain't getting into that. That stuff my uncle does. So that's why you'll always be my uncle. I don't care what nobody says. But I want to get a rest in peace. And I want to get a moment of silence, please. I want to thank y'all, man. I just want to thank everybody that's going to be at the funeral this morning, you know what I'm saying? And I just want to touch on this real quick. If we are ever friends in this world, we have to start respecting each other. And when I say respecting each other, hey, yo, man, let me tell you something. Yo, you have to respect your friend, your brother, your aunt, your sister in a time of anger. If somebody is trying to calm you down, you got love for me, man. I'm asking you to stop. I'm asking you to relax. I'm asking you to walk away with me. I understand some battles be heated. But this is when, as a man, as a woman, we have to stand and say, all right, I can gather myself. I'm not that uncontrollable where somebody that I respect and I love is telling me to stop, and I'm not stopping. I'm not listening to them. Yo, let me tell you something. Yo, that shit hurts, man. That shit really hurts when it's somebody you thought that you loved, somebody you thought that respected you. I don't care what heated battles you's in. If somebody's not dying, if it ain't over about somebody dying, or you know what I'm saying. If it ain't that serious, you're telling me that you can't dumb down for somebody that you respect and somebody that you love. And I've seen a lot of that. And I'm tired of that shit. That's why I don't break up fights no more. That's why I don't break up fights no more. Because I be thinking when that's such and such fight. Now that they're both I got respect. They both got respect for me. I got respect for them. Yo, chill. You should still, let me tell you something. I do not break up fights once things go too far. I want to make this clear to everybody. Once things get too out of hand, I don't break up fights. I will initially try, but once it escalates to everybody behind me and people, I can't do it. My safety's at large, and that's number one. Number two is that why when somebody's fighting all the time in our city, when people go up and go, yo, all right, that's enough. Why can't people say, all right, I respect that person. I remember when I was growing up, that's why they went, yo, go get Bells. Hurry up, they're in the gym acting stupid. Bells would walk in the gym. If guys were fighting, guys would look at Bells and stop. Respect. You look at Beatrice, you stop. You look at Miss Claudia, you stop. What happened to that shit? It's like we're saying, fuck everybody now. Grandmothers, mothers, aunts, everybody gets disrespected no matter what. No matter what the fight. The fight could be over some little raggedy ass nigga. Or it could be over some raggedy ass bitch. But nobody cares no more. Everybody's sitting back, letting everybody's grandmothers, aunts, everybody be disrespected. Nobody got control. What happened to yo whole host, yo granddad, yo chill? What happened to the resistance of that? Somebody tell me what happened to the resistance of that. That shit be hurting and that shit escalates. And I want to tell y'all how that shit fucking escalates. Because it escalates because now You got a real dude come to somebody that he thinks that respects him and got love for him and says, yo, y'all dumb down, chill. And they still disrespect that person. So now, our respect is not the same. We cannot be on the same level. Once you show me you can't respect me in a time of emotion, which I understand. I'm very emotional. I understand, I get it. But like I was explaining to my brother this morning, yo, when we get to the emotion part, you gotta start having some common sense with it. All right, God made us to be emotional, cool. But us to get emotional and just negate respect, negate love, negate the elders. What about the elders? What about the aunts, uncles? Are we to stand here to let this generation destroy our city, man? I'm gonna say this one thing before I end that with this topic. Man, if we can't start having respect for each other at funerals, man, if we can't start having respect for each other at funerals in Rhode Island, who the fuck do we think we are, man? Where's the mothers? Where's the aunts? Where's the dads that go, no, that's disrespectful. You do not do that shit at no funeral. Where are the people, man? Where are the aunts, uncles? Where are they, man? I'll wait. Because after the shit I seen yesterday, that shit's embarrassing. That shit's... Yo, I'm going to change subjects. Let's move. Rest in peace, Dick. Only in our city. Only in our city. Only in our city. Now, I got a quick couple questions I want to ask. I want to ask everybody. Yeah, I'm learning how to do all this shit. I've been in here bored so much. I'm going to be a tech after this shit, I'm telling you. I got all kinds of shit. I've been recording shit. I'm trying to tell you, man, I got a drop I want y'all to hear. You understand what I'm saying? And I know that a lot of people can't hold still for 4 minutes. But I swear to you, I really need you to listen to this 4-minute clip. Alright? This is a 4-minute clip. I just really need y'all to listen to it. Because it touched me and it's so fucking true. And it goes to what I was just talking about. And I really need y'all to check this out. I thought I had it clipped. I do got it clipped.
I went in there, met Mama Z, instantly fell in love with her charm. Her ambition was what I really fell in love with. I admired what she did and how she didn't let nothing stop her, no matter what circumstances was in front of her. And fun fact, I didn't know her real name until she had to go to heaven, because I just knew her as Mama Z. And I loved and I trusted her so much that me doing business, I don't even know if I asked for her name while we were doing business, because I understood her mission. Moving forward, I
want you to pay attention.
She was a protector.
Yes, she was.
She was put here to watch over us. And I'm saying us because that includes me.
Amen.
Because I once was that little kid in my neighborhood. Yeah. But we had a little bit more Mama Z's back then to kind of shape us into shape.
Yes, we did. A little more.
So, in present day, when I would come to the block, I still felt like that little kid because Mama Z was there, still protecting me.
Amen.
And if you know me from my neighborhood, that sounds strange, but she definitely protected all of us. She was a mother to all of us. If we were hungry, she would go upstairs and cook food for us. If I was on that block, somebody would come downstairs with a plate of food for me, like Mama Z said, to make sure you eat before you leave out of here. She been through so much. She had back problems, she went through surgery, she went through so many different things and came out like a champ. She did so many things for Harlem. She is a Harlemite. Downtown loved her, uptown loved her, the east side loved her. She had this thing for comedians that she would do that I went by. So anything she would do, I would support her.
Rest in peace, Mama Z.
She has a beautiful son, Jarian. She has some beautiful grandkids, 2 grandbabies, 2 boys, one girl. I had an incredible conversation with this lovely girl the other day when I was standing on the block. I got the news I wasn't here. The next day I came. I came to the block about 2 o'clock in the morning when I knew nobody would be out there. And I sat in front of the building with the candles and Mama Z. And hundreds of birds started chirping. I mean, hundreds of birds in the project started chirping. It was almost like they were singing different languages and I understood everything that was going on. I never heard a bird chirp at 2 in the morning. And nowhere else in Harlem there was bird chirping. And when I realized what was going on, it was uplifting me. I was like, I know where she's at.
Amen, amen.
I know she's talking to me. I'm not perfect.
It's all right.
But I understand the mission. And this is the mission that I've been starting a long time ago. And the only person that really understood that mission with me was Mama Z. We stand in a neighborhood as a beacon of light. So these young kids that grew up in darkness can see what it could be like.
Yes, Jim.
I don't want to talk about the violence because I once was there and I understand how crazy it is in the streets.
We all was.
But like I said, she was an angel on earth, a protector. She wasn't here for long and I think she knew that. So if you got a chance to love her, touch her, hug her, remember those times forever because she's definitely still protecting you now. And to her family, and to her grandkids, and to you, baby girl. That conversation we had the other night, I meant it from the bottom of my heart. You got this. And to my block, you know I love you forever. Like I said, God is good. Amen.
Yo, man, shout out to Jim Jones, man. You know what I'm saying? That was one of the touchingest, most powerful speeches I've ever heard. And I know some people are probably going to say to me, Trap, how you going to say that was more powerful than this speech? But let me tell you something. I understand what y'all are saying when y'all say, yo, Trap, I can't understand how you think that's more, it's a good speech, but that's not more powerful than, yo, that wasn't my times. Martin Luther King, all that X, I respected them. Shout out to Chief Rock in the building. I respected them. But let me tell you one thing that this is my era. This is my time. This is my legacy. This is my, so the things that I look up to is the things that I see and now I went through now. You understand what I'm saying? I respect Dr. Martin Luther King. I respect Malcolm X. I respect all them speeches, but I respect that speech. You know why? Because that speech hit me hard. You know why? Because we don't got no more Mama Z's in the hood no more. We don't got, see the reason why that happened yesterday? Because we ain't got no more Mama Z's, man. That's why. That's what Jim was saying. We ain't got no more Mama Z's. All we got is people that are fighting and pulling out cameras. That's not how we grew up. That's not how the world's gonna be a better place. That's not gonna make Southside, Eastside, that's not gonna make us flourish at all. That's not, as people, as black people, that's not gonna help us move. You understand what I'm saying? Let's get a mic check on Chief's mic over here, please.
1 2 1 1 2. What happened? What are you talking about?
I just played the Jim Jones speech that he did on Mama Z's funeral, and it was a touching
Mama
speech.
Z.
Yeah, she was like a lady in Harlem that she just helped the hood. She helped everybody, and she got hit with a stray bullet and killed. Wow. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. And she was one of them ones. She was like a beacon of light, like you said, man. Like if she seen you on the yo, that touched me. It reminded me of Debbie Ray. It reminded me of Bells. It reminded me of all of the older people that took me in when I was a little dirty motherfucker on the block, and I was hungry, and I was I was trying to find myself. My dad was doing drugs and I was lost. And them people right there, they grabbed me. And I still remember them embraces. So that's why I felt that. I felt that where that came from. Cause I was that kid lost, looking for somebody and I was cold at times. Yo, it was dark. You understand what I'm saying? People probably don't understand it, but it was dark. You understand what I'm saying? But that's why I feel that more than anything. I feel that more than anything. And I know some people don't understand it. You understand what I'm saying? But, all right, so,
I don't know if you talked about it already, but, I want to say it like this. Like that Cincinnati situation. Are you aware?
nah.
So on May 1st,
Yep.
Cincinnati police shot an 18-year-old boy that was running from them. He was in a stolen car, and he was running away from the police when the police approached the car or whatever. While he was running, the police shot him, killed him.
How you spell Cincinnati?
It'll come up, just C-I-N. C. It'll come up. Just put in Rodney Hinton. Just put in Rodney Hinton.
Oh, this one right here, father accused.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, I seen this. He killed the
Before we
cop.
get into the story, yeah, he killed the cop.
You want me to play the story?
You can if you want to, but I'm just saying, he killed the cop the next day after a random cop. It wasn't the cop that had anything to do with his son's situation. He killed a random cop in retaliation for, his son.
Yep.
And there's a lot of controversy with, the way the police got on TV and painted the picture already for people to look at the situation. But the internet is undefeated when it comes to dissecting shit and breaking shit down. But what I wanted to say about the whole situation was, in the words of the late great Khalid Muhammad, I love brother Rodney Hinton. I support brother Rodney Hinton. I apologize. I'm empathetic towards the loss of life, period.
Now,
Hold on. But I'm just saying, I'm empathetic about the loss of life, period. But I support Rodney Hinton, and I feel him.
all right, so what happened was the cops killed his son, and then he went and killed a random cop. Mm-hmm. And I understand your point of view as a father, because I know you're coming from a father's point of view of this.
But
right?
some of my feelings ain't just from a father. It's from this happens to us all the time.
And you're tired of
I'm not saying it was right for him to go do what he did in retaliation, but I feel him.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? But this is the other thing. Ain't gonna be no justice for us.
All right, Bo. All right. So now what I'm saying is, if your cousin was a police officer, Chief, and he was a good cop, he was just doing his job.
I would be sad.
It was, yes. So from that standpoint of view of it, see, I understand the.
So that's why I acknowledge the compassion.
Yes, I acknowledge the compassion more than the rage, because he was an innocent cop. Now, if he would have killed the cop that actually killed his son, my compassion level would be lower. But what I'm saying is, right now, it's a 90-10. Because I don't think that officer should have died. And Chief, I swear to you, because I say that now, and I don't care to say this. I don't care to say this, right? I encourage my young black men out in the streets right now in South Providence to join the police force. I encourage them to join the Correctional Institute. I encourage them to join the state police now. As I stand right now, I don't look at them as my enemies like growing up, and I don't have the hatred towards the police. That's why a lot of times when I encounter the police, I come off bad at first, and then I have to catch myself and go, yo, he's doing the job, she's doing the job, trap, relax.
Yeah, because you got a different understanding and you grew up, you're mature now.
And as soon as I relax and calm down, the traffic stop is gravy.
Yeah.
I never had a bad traffic stop where it was terrible, you understand what I'm saying? So, but what I'm trying to say is, I get it, Chief.
You know I
get it.
Yeah, and I'm not sitting here promoting whatever, but it's just factual stuff that I know about the situation that got me feeling how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and especially hearing some of the stories from the kid's family.
Yes.
Now, he's sleeping in a stolen truck. That truck that's right up there. Him and 3 others.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them had bangers. Police rolled up on them. They seen that the car was stolen or reported stolen. So the detectives that seen the truck backed out of there and let the regular police make contact first. So when they did that, oh man, you know what I'm saying? All hell broke loose. But one of the cousins, they stopped the camera. They stopped. See that cop right there? He already shot homeboy. Look. Oh, see, that's the full video. They tried to say that he was in a blade. Yeah, he fell. Stop that right there. Let me. I want to say something. Make a point.
Right there.
I want to make a point about that.
I got
right
you.
there. All right. So when the kid was running, that's the one that got killed. That's Rodney Hinton's son right there.
Yeah.
When he got out the car and tried to run away, he fell. One of the officers said they heard the gun hit the ground. Right?
Yeah.
He gets up and he continues running. He runs in between the dumpsters to get away. Cop shoots him in the back because the other cop is screaming, "He got a gun! He got a gun!" But when the police put this video up, they stopped the camera when the kid was running through the garbage cans, and they tried to say he was in a bladed position, pointing the gun at the cop. How many niggas you know in your life or stories you heard that had firearms on them and was running from the police, point the gun at the police or fire at the police?
I probably know about one.
And that's 1 in a million, damn near.
Rest in peace to my nigga Jinx.
Most niggas that are running from the police are not trying to shoot at them.
All
You're
right.
trying to get the fuck away.
So you want me to roll it from here?
No. The other thing I was gonna say too is they painted a picture and narrative with how they presented the situation already. They're already trying to fuck him over because he was in a stolen car and he had a firearm. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he had a criminal record at all or whatever the case, but all right, you're not supposed to have the firearm. You shouldn't be in a stolen car. The police got a job to do. He ran away. I don't think that equivalates to him being losing his life.
No, I don't agree with that, and I'm gonna say this too. And
You
that,
think he should lose his life?
hell no, nobody should lose their life. But what I'm
That's what I'm
saying
saying.
is, Chief, you gotta understand what city is this in?
Cincinnati.
Cincinnati. I don't know what the crime rate is, right? And I don't know how the interaction with police and people with guns and how they might be a hostile environment, but I don't know that. But what I'm just saying is, if it is, right? Could it be that these officers seen that gun fall? Because I'm gonna run the video. I can clearly see the gun on the ground.
That video is blurry as fuck. But anyway.
Oh, no, right here is-
But that's regardless of the point. So when they put the gun on TV and said this is what he had, the scratches on the gun was from when he fell. Nigga, how many guns you had or seen or whatever, and they always had scratches on
Every
them?
gun I had scratches
How
on
the
it.
fuck they could determine that them scratches came from the ground? Like that gun was brand new out the box, so they knew. Or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They little detail like that, they trying to paint the picture and the narrative.
Okay.
Nigga was trying to get away. But the other thing I want to say last before you continue is his cousin. You know when they interview the family and they're on the news and all that, one of his cousins. He was like, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. He wasn't even supposed to be there. He was in the truck sleep. He wasn't bothering nobody. Police roll up, he bounced. He said, but the night before, the kid that got shot by the police was calling Ryan Hinton. His name's Ryan. My bad, I don't want to say the kid. Ryan Hinton. Ryan was calling his cousin so he could get in the house and go to sleep. Sleep at home. He couldn't get in the house. Cousin wasn't answering the phone. This shit happens the next morning, hours later.
If he would have answered the phone, he would have been in the house.
Yep.
That's how you say coincidence is crazy. All right, I'm gonna run the video.
Where's he pointing the gun at the cop? That's where they stopped it. He's not even looking at the cop.
Nah, he's not even looking at the cop.
He's running. He's running for his life. Look, shot him in the back.
Get fucked out.
Oh, wow. I gotta bring that back. I gotta bring that back because it looks like from what my point right here is that he's not even looking at the cops. He's trying to hit to the bushes. They should have never shot that man in his back like that. That's cold-blooded murder.
That's all I'm saying.
Hold up, let's watch this again, people.
He shot him in his back. He didn't even point at him.
Get fucked out.
Choker. She did not point no gun at that nigga. Listen to her.
Firearm in his hand. The officer is running, so the body camera is kind of jolting as the officer's running. What that leaves us with is a very blurred image, unfortunately.
Yeah, because y'all blurred it.
However, based on the officer's
It was clear at
interviews,
first.
the officer who did discharge his firearm said that when the individual came out between the dumpsters, he had the firearm in front of him. It was in like a bladed position, and it was pointed at the officer. And he felt threatened for his life, and that's why he...
All right, so ma'am, I gotta say this. Where in this video is this man pointing his gun? They had to look at this. I don't see him pointing a gun.
In a bladed position. A bladed position is like this.
The officer
Know what I'm
is
saying?
running,
Like,
so
come
the
on,
body
man.
camera is kind of jolting as the officer's running. What that leaves us with is a very blurred image, unfortunately. However, based on the officer's interviews, the officer who did discharge his firearm said that when the individual came out between the dumpsters, he had the firearm in front of him. It was in like a bladed position, and it was pointed at the officer.
That's what they're saying.
And he felt threatened for his life, and that's why he discharged his firearm. That officer who fired was actually chasing a different suspect when he encountered the individual armed with a firearm. And again, total 6 seconds. So for them to process and determine a different course of action, I think is unreasonable.
Nah.
A day after the shooting, after reviewing the body camera footage of his son being shot, police say Hitten's father...
Look at them walking past all of them. Look at all that hate and all them officers' face looking at him. They want to see him hanging from a tree. They want to castrate him and light him on fire.
Wow, man, that was...
Yeah, word, D. You can't point a gun while running. I mean, you can, but he was not at all in none of that video pointing that gun at no police. He was never in a bladed position. As she said, a bladed position would be ducked down low, aiming. He was none of that. He was in stride, running for his life. You know what I'm saying? For his freedom. Nigga wasn't trying to shoot no police. He was trying to get away.
Wow. I didn't know that. Newport police arrest 17-year-old in death of 2-month-old baby.
That's old.
Huh?
What?
Nah, this is 3 days ago,
Oh,
man.
yeah? Oh,
Hell
good.
yeah, this is 3 days. So they must have investigated what happened, and now they determined that he did it.
I didn't hear about that.
Yeah, this is true. This is on YouTube. This is off YouTube.
That look like the book. That's Facebook.
Nah, I can click.
Oh yeah, YouTube. I see it.
You see it? I'm going on it now, Chief. You're making me. I gotta hear the story and everything.
Where can you get the best deals selling your car in Western New York? At the Basil Family Dealerships. The Basil Family Dealerships will buy your car from you even if you don't buy one from us. Basil makes it easy.
Report teenager is charged in the death of a newborn tonight.
The suspect, just 17 years old. Was being called 24 hours ago. Aaron?
Well, Jean Patrice, some residents say they saw the whole thing unfold. The cops coming in dozens, rescue crews and fire all coming and finding an unconscious 2-month-old baby.
Yeah, this is old.
I told you that was old. None of that. That's a different situation.
Chief, this motherfucker. I don't know. Let me get up. I don't want to be bringing up old shit.
Yeah.
We'll talk. But I got a quick question before we move on. Shout out to everybody in the building, man.
You said Trap using some big words today.
Who said that?
That's true because it's on YouTube.
All right, so I got a question for you, Chief.
Yeah.
What's a single mother? What's your definition of a single mother? And I need everybody in the chat. Can you please put your definition of a single mother? If you're a single mom, can you put your definition of a single mother?
My definition is exactly as the word lays. A mother that's single. You know what I'm saying? Doing it by herself. That's a single mother to me.
To you.
To me. A woman that's doing it by herself.
A woman that's doing it by herself. That's a single mother. All right, so does everybody agree with Chief? That's a single mother, a woman that's doing it by herself? That's a single mom? Yeah, Celtics fans ain't talking. We're going to talk about the Knicks in 1 second, man. We're going to talk about the Knicks in 1 second, but I want to know in the chat, does everybody know what a single mom is? You know what? I'll make a phone call. I need a definition of a single mom.
Yeah, Steffi Cott said the same thing I said.
She said a single mom is what?
She said a single mother is a mother doing it by herself.
God.
Same thing I said. Like I said, I'm a single mother because I don't have stable fathers that are capable of doing anything for the child. Well, unfortunately, you women gotta pick better candidates to be letting off than you.
God bless, brother.
Good morning, sis. You live on the No Longer Trap podcast here with me and Chief. You already know it's my sister Tina in the building.
I also saluted you like you was one of my.
Yeah.
What's poppin', broski?
All right.
What it do, world? Good morning out there.
All right. So this question right here, I think it was. I wanted to ask you, what is this? What's your definition of a single mother?
A single mother is somebody that doesn't have a man in her household and raising her kids by herself.
Okay, that's your definition. Is that what you said, Chief?
That's very similar.
That's similar. All right, so
everybody, a single mom is someone that does it all.
What about this, right, Gina? And I'm gonna say this to Chief in the chat. What about a single mom, right, with a father, right, that's there 90%. He takes care of him. Is she still a single mom?
No, because she's not doing it by herself.
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm not a single mom when it comes to Messiah.
I know,
but I'm a single mom when it comes to Kids Marie.
Thank you. And that's all I wanted to get out of people. And because I said this to a woman, you know what I'm saying? I said it to my kid's mother. I'm gonna speak straight frank. I told her, you can never be a single mother when I'm doing 95% of what needs to be done. There's no way you could be a single mother.
I think that if a single mom is out there and she does have that type of support from the father, she should just be very grateful because not a lot of women get that.
Yes.
She's only single in status of not having a man.
Having a man.
So that's why I said what I said.
Yeah,
when
she's
I
single
anyway.
On that part. That's her personal problem.
Right, that's a
but if your kid is getting taken care of, then you Gucci, be grateful.
Right.
So to all the women, there is a thing of, if your baby's father is doing his fatherly duties and he's taking care of his children, right, and more, right, he's going above and beyond. Yo, you cannot say you're a single mom.
No. So your response would be, I'm single with a productive father in my kid's life.
All right, so you think that you should add the fact that all right, I know what you're saying.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Without a doubt, you're saying.
What she said, she was just more descriptive of what I said. And what
Sophie
Cott and a few other women agreed with. A single mother means like she's doing it all herself without any help from anybody. So if you're helping, then you're she's not a single mother.
But if you want to get technical, single moms that's getting help from the government, then they're not single moms. They're getting help by the government.
What about a mom with another dude and that those aren't biologically the dude's kids, but she's getting help from him? Is she still a single mom?
Wow, that's a deep one. That's a deep one. So
you're not. Listen, first of all, you're not single. Period. How about that one? Because you got a man in your life. You know what I'm saying? You're not doing nothing single.
So how do y'all feel in the chat? Do you feel like that if you have how does the men feel? how does the men feel in the chat? Do y'all feel like if I'm there for my children?
No support from anyone that is single. Yes.
Yes, that is single. There's a lot of single mothers out there. And I salute to you. Word to my mother, I see them out there getting no help from their baby's father at all, and they still hold it down. Salute to them. Salute to them, bro. I see them hold it down year after year, summer after summer. I see them hold it down, man. I love you, man. Keep doing it, man.
And don't be chasing no fake wannabe fathers. Them diggers that be out there that only want to be their father when they want to be around the female, but they don't want to be a father on their own.
Hey, I had to realize that. You hear me, Chino? Yeah. I had to. I could honestly sit here and tell y'all that I had to realize after being out of the relationship that you still gotta be a father, Trap. You still gotta go to daycare and pick them up. You still gotta do that. You still gotta do that. You can't say, all right, because you done moved on. You can't do that.
The beef too. Sometimes between you two, they're always still in the middle.
Yeah, but listen to me. Listen, this is my biggest thing, right? And you know that, Trap, and you know, Chief, I said this before. I never when I leave my ex, whatever, if I got kids with that person, whatever animosity I have for that person, when it comes to our child, that's just out the window.
Okay, so how do you feel about after the relationship is broke up, if I'm not the biological father, you stray your kid away from me? After I took care of that kid. After I was there like a father.
Trap, you asking a girl that's very open-minded to this. You know that my main concern in my kid's life is their mental health and that they perfectly fine in love. So if I gotta put up with a nigga that I can't stand,
but he loves your kids,
but he loves my kid and it makes my kid healthier, I'm with it. I don't care. For my kid to be a better person in this fucking world, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put whatever resentment I have aside for my child. So now, when me and you see each other on our own, I'll call you a motherfucker, fucking bitch, fucking whatever.
But
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but when my child is around, we cool modi.
Yeah, we cool modi. You know what I'm saying? We cool modi. You even let him? You even give him a kiss?
Nah. Stop playing. Nah. Nope.
I'm saying that
you be trying to push it, child. You be trying to
but you know what I hate? Even though we're on this subject right here, but you want to know what I hate? I hate it from my female friends, and I hate it from my homies or whatever.
Absolutely.
I don't like when people play games with the kid. I don't respect none of my friends that only fuck with their kids when they're able to fuck with the baby moms. And I don't like none of you females that because you know the father only cares and loves the kid, that you use the kid as a weapon and leverage to hurt a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
And to me, I'm sorry whoever takes it wrong, you're a raggedy ass bitch. You're a selfish bitch. Mm-hmm. You know why? Because no matter how mad you are, at the end of the day, that child loves their father. So you gotta let it be.
So
as much as it hurts and you're in pain and that dude hurts you so bad, your kid comes first. But when you act bitter and you hold him down and you don't let him see his father and he can't have that man figure in his life because you're mad, you're a selfish bitch.
And I said that to
and
a female.
And I said it, I'm a female.
Yes, and that's from a female. But I said this, China, to a partner of mine. He was taking care of 2 kids that wasn't his, and he had 1 kid there. And he's still a great father to them children. But I said to him, like, yo, she don't appreciate you, bro. You understand what I'm saying? And that hurts when you see a woman don't appreciate somebody stepping up, being a father when the other man ain't being a father. And like Chino just said, if you would sacrifice for your children, that's major, Chino. A lot of women wouldn't do that. They'd be like, man, fuck that. He snores too much. He had to
listen, if anything, Chief could tell you because he's seen me hurting, but still put that aside because my son want to see his father. Yeah. I don't care. Anything. I know what it is. I'm a female and I know how much I miss having a real strong mom and a dad in my life, my nigga. Imagine one of them missing. I can't teach my son what his father could teach him. I don't give a fuck who says they can. There's things I can't teach my son because I'm not a man. The only thing that I got an upper hand on that I grew up with a lot of men around my life, so I do know some things.
Okay.
But it hurts kids when they can't see their parents, mother or father.
Yeah. Yes, man. And I love all your comments in the chat, man. Keep them coming because let me tell you something. It might give somebody an edge where a female might say, you know what, I'm gonna stop being like this. You know what I'm saying? You're giving your point of views to females and to males that's why I like when people give real stuff and they come from the heart because it's probably going to help somebody. Y'all don't think it's going to help somebody. Well, when somebody's watching this and they're going through this and she might be bitter and she might be like, you know what? I'm just like Tina said, man. I can't be bitter.
Know what else I don't like in this situation that has to do with this topic a little bit too? Is like when the parents are both having differences, unsettled differences with each other, they're disrespecting each other. Like, I don't like when the kids adopt the feelings about their parents that they heard the other parent say about the other parent.
That's why I don't like to argue in front of the kids.
In life where the kid
That's why you ain't supposed to argue. You ain't supposed to call each other name in front of your child. That's mental abuse, people.
I hate that shit.
And I'm guilty.
You get what
of
I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be out here mentally abusing my kids.
I'm guilty, man. And I pray that my daughter and my son needs trauma. I mean, I don't have trauma. You understand what I'm saying? But I learned from that.
Trap, you gotta understand. Listen to me. From a female that grew up in the streets, right, and that didn't really have a mom to be there 24/7. You know what I'm saying? My dad wasn't there either. It's hard. You feel lonely in a big ass world with a bunch of people around you. It's a fucked up feeling.
How does it feel as a woman?
So imagine, hold on. Imagine you putting your kid through that pain.
Yeah.
All them mothers that's doing all that bitter shit. Just take one moment and think about how you felt when your parent was missing. What you're doing to your child. Just take that 1 second to think about that.
Some don't care.
And dude, when you see your BM's wilding and she's bugging, don't feed into that.
All right, so China, I'm going to ask you. Hold up, China. I'm going to ask you as a woman that grew up without a father. How did you feel? What was your emotions growing up as a teenager when your father left and the lonely feeling? How did you feel without a father? And did you wish you had a father? Like you know what I mean? I don't know if you did have another father figure.
Well,
in your life.
my mom kept my dad away from me, and then drugs kept him away a little bit more. And
did
then
you resent
finally
your mother?
He did come back in my life at 11.
Did you resent your mother? Do you and your mother have a good relationship? Because let me say this before you see. I was gonna say most women don't have a good relationship with their mother once they have that resentment of their mother took their father from them. You understand what I'm saying? So no. So
I have a lot of. I don't have no more resentment because if
you did though,
you know, resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other motherfucker to die. But this is my thing. I love my mother. She brought me to this world, so I give her that. You know what I'm saying? And she also gave me 5 other siblings that I love to death. So I respect her on a level for that. And I will never let nobody hurt my mom. But yes, I felt lonely, confused, lost in a world so big with so many people. And you know that I joined something when I was young and still affiliated. You know that my life turned into something that maybe it wouldn't have if I had parents in my life and had a structured mother in my life. So
you felt that you had no protection? Did you feel vulnerable for men as a woman growing up without a father?
I didn't. I'm glad that I didn't become promiscuous. Like that wasn't a thing but a lot of women do fall into that trap. A lot of women, that's why they look for daddies. They looking for a father in the nigga that they with.
And that's what I was trying to get at. And I was trying to ask you, like, you didn't have a father in your life, so you was looking for that manly figure, that protection. So did you ever get it in a man? And how did that work out?
Nah, I just turned into a man. Not literally, but you know what I mean. Survival of the fittest out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know, I had to know that I'm in a man's world, so I had to work on it. And if I wanted to be in the streets, I had to do and move around. But I knew I was a female. I learned a lot of stuff in, being incarcerated too.
And one thing I want to ask you is, your most vulnerable point when you needed your dad, how did you feel and how did you think it made you turn out to?
When I really needed my dad I'm
gonna use me. Yo, when I was in Connecticut and I was in jail, right? The cops put me in a place called Northern Correctional where I couldn't see nobody, but I only could see my mother. That you only could see your mother or your father.
Yeah.
And I wanted to see my mother so bad, and I couldn't see my mother, and I cried. I sat in my cell, and I really needed my mother at this point, because my mother usually gives me my strength. My father gave me my brains. My mother gave me my strength. So when I was in that cell, I closed my eyes. I still remember, and I cried, and I really wanted my mother. So that's what I'm trying to talk about.
My shit turned into anger. So that's why I was a very violent child and teenager and almost adult. But
do you think that's why you treat men the way you do?
That I'm very standoffish? I believe so. I don't trust because of what happened to me too. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't have a parent or guidance, there's many things that can happen to you.
But Chyna, can you think like this? Like, I never seen my dad and my mom in my life like for a pair. So I don't know how it is for a man to nurture a woman because I never seen it in my household. So that's why I'm so rough on the edges with men. Could you get what I'm trying to say, Chief?
Yeah, because my mom never showed me how to.
Yes, because your dad wasn't there.
You know how I learned to cater to a man?
Yep.
Be in healthy relationships and talking to them women. That's how I learned how to cater, how to become wifey, how to do all that, because I was from the streets. People, when I got into a relationship, even you, Trav, was like, what?
Yeah.
Shocked. You know what I'm saying? And I lasted 11 years in that relationship, and I sacrificed a lot.
He used to have to go in the room. He used to stay in the house. He used to put him in the corner. And then, I said,
yo, you gotta stop lying. That man, no, I didn't.
Yo, one day, right, he dropped some cereal on the floor.
Yo, people, don't listen to him.
He dropped some cereal on the floor. She said, what? That's some cereal, some Fruit Loops. Yo, I swear to God,
piece of shit, nigga, yo.
He wearing there. He swept it.
Yo, let's talk about your 600-pound wife. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it. Tell the world who your wife is for real, for real. I'm throwing up your fuck it.
She's 600 pounds, and she got a
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yo, Chief. Yo, don't pee your pants, Chief. You over there dying.
Hey, yo. So nah. On a serious note, though. Chyna,
yeah.
Hey yo, as a woman though, I don't know how it is to grow up without a father. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know how it is to grow up without a father. So I mean,
fun.
a woman. I don't know how to grow up as a father, period. But as a woman growing up with a father, I know it's gotta be more painful.
Right.
You want me to tell you something?
Hold on,
Trap, listen to this, right?
Go ahead.
Oh, what up?
No, go ahead.
So I missed the part where like getting picked up like a little girl running to my dad, shit like that. Those are things that I really wanted. Like those are things that girls fiend for, to be called the princess, get spins around and tell how much they're loved and all that. And that's why you bump into these females that get in with a dude and turn into super needy motherfuckers because they need that so much.
Yes.
That's why they say self-love is very important, because it is. Because if I didn't learn how to love myself, Trap, I would have been a super piece of shit right now.
But Joe, you don't think that...
But it's just as bad for boys like that, too, coming up like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, yes.
Because I remember my years and times where, even though, thank God, I had my grandparents, you know what I'm saying? Like, I learned so much from my grandparents. I don't know if I could have. I can't say at that time when my mother and father wasn't, I'm not demeaning them, but with them being as young as they was and having a kid young, I don't know if I could have got what I do have now from them then if I was in that environment or situation had it not been for my grandfather. And then also when it comes to relationships, even though somebody could say, oh, your mom didn't raise you, so she can't teach you how to love a woman. What if my mother didn't know or understand how to be loved, even though she came from a mother and father situation, though, but struggled with her own situation in her relationship that she got having a kid and being married young.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I told you, Trap, we had this conversation before. My grandfather was a shower with his love.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't hear from him my whole entire life. I love you, grandson. You know what I'm saying? Until he died. And that shit used to bother me throughout life. Like, yo, I ain't never heard it, but I know because this is what he does. This is how he, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why when my mother said
that shit hurt me.
Yeah.
To hear him say it more than I thought it hurt me not hearing it.
Mm-hmm.
But watching his relationship with my grandmother, I was shown how to deal with a woman, talk to a woman, or you know, treat somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, like, you don't only have to get that just from your mother or father if you didn't unfortunately have them, but if you got people like grandparents.
Yes, because I know there's great kids that been raised in foster homes, that been raised by their foster parents that got manners. But
because them foster parents love them.
Yes, and you know.
But the kids that grew up in foster care that didn't get that real love, they only got that quick little fake smile because they getting a check for you. Them kids got fucked up.
And that's why, Gina,
because I'm gonna tell you, Cap, I've been through a group home where that lady treated me so good, so good, but I still wanted to come home to the raggedy home that I had.
Because you knew that was family, right?
Yeah, I fiend for it.
And
that's
it's
why
crazy,
no matter
right?
how far they are, you fiend for it.
Hey, Gina, it's crazy that we're talking about this, and I really want, this is a real serious topic, and it is sad because nowadays we don't show these young kids about love and family no more. When I grew up, I used to love going to my aunt's house. I love having the family reunions. These kids are just shown when families come together, what do? They start fighting at funerals. They start fighting at weddings. They start fighting. Yo, that's not how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? We're showing, we're teaching these kids the wrong way to love each other. So how do we think that our sons and daughters are gonna love another man or another woman right if we're teaching them how we love each other in our family and all we do is fight with each other?
And grandma will make, even if you two cousins, brothers, sisters, grandma's gonna make you hug, shake hands, do some crazy shit for you to get past or whatever your situation. Like my grandma's not here, but Trap, that night, nobody would have been able to physically stop me had I crossed that line. But what stopped me?
Grandma.
Yeah.
Hey, but what now people don't understand now when you say this, people don't, it goes back to everything. You go back to, yo, how is your daughter gonna love another man when all she's doing is fighting? You understand what I'm saying? All she's doing is fighting. How is she gonna love another man?
Even though my daughter ain't gonna love no man, I ain't gotta worry about that though. But she was shown and given that love that Sheena was describing and talked about. I was always there for minds like that. Okay. And going through not having minds at certain times, mother or father or whatever, that's what made me be the parent that I am and was to my children.
Okay. I got Eubanks on the phone. Eubanks, you on there?
Peace, people. Peace.
All right. Peace,
Trap,
brother. Peace.
All right, peace, Nick.
Peace. Yeah, what I want to say is the problem that I see is.
Wait, hold up. Sorry. You think? Hold on. I just had to interject right quick because this is just random and funny. We got we got Sheila and Unique.
Oh yeah!
Yo!
Oh my God!
I'm going over here right now.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I didn't even realize that. Oh my God!
Yo, Chief is nasty.
Yo, this is crazy.
Yo,
I'm sorry, Unique. I just had to acknowledge.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead, Unique. Go ahead and speak, my brother.
All right, peace, everybody, Yeah, so all I wanted to say is, back in the day, the reason why we had cookouts and everything is because we had to learn how to hate people or not like a person and still be in their circumference. You know what I mean? Grandmas and grandpas made sure that cousins, regardless to the beef and everything, still had to be around. You know what I mean?
And knew who each other was.
Yes, we all knew who our family was. Now cousins are fighting cousins.
Or dating.
Girls are dating each other's baby's fathers. You didn't know that was your cousin. Yo, there's a lot of that in the city because everybody's segregated now. The families ain't gonna come out no more.
Grudges for lifetime. Certain people hold grudges for lifetime. And that's what happens. When you don't know your cousin, it's because sisters and brothers are beefing, or cousins from this side of the family and aunts from this side of the family don't mess with one another. And then they don't know how to put that stuff aside, and kids grow up without knowing each side of the family. And most importantly is the fact that when you walk around society, you don't hear where men get the respect, or specifically black men get respect regardless. If he don't buy something, he's a piece of shit. If he ain't there, he's a piece of shit. If he ain't got $100,000 a year job, he's a piece of shit. You got all those criteria that makes him a piece of shit, but we don't have one piece of criteria that will blanket say, yeah, I got a good man. He's a good dude. They find reasons to discredit a man.
And I believe in that because I look on social media, right? I never see women on here saying, yo, I got a good dude. You don't got to say his name.
Yeah.
I never hear, you never go on here and you see women going, yo.
That's not true. That's not true. When I was with mine, I showed appreciation.
All right, so I'm going to go on here right now. I'm on here right now. Where you want me to go? I'll go on anybody's page, and I want to see where somebody says, let's see what she's saying.
Go ahead, Chino.
Go ahead, Chino. Go ahead, Chino. I'm just looking at this computer.
Nah, because when I was with Steven, I gave him his flowers, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that he was a bad dude. It was just certain things that just didn't work out. But you got to understand when females got these standards and guys too. What he was saying, the same thing is happening now towards females. If this female don't got big butt, she ain't good enough. If she don't got this, she ain't good enough. If she don't, you know what I'm saying? So it's a vice versa type thing when it comes down to that. Because I don't think like that. I don't care if he has $100,000 job.
So you think men?
I'd rather have a dude.
So you think men only target women with big butts?
No, I'm saying that they have standards too. Some dudes don't. Or if she ain't done up, or she ain't skinny, you know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Or if she don't got a job, or she don't got her own, then they don't want to deal with her.
My advice.
There's no more building together.
Don't get behind what you
can't fit behind. But if you look at the consensus, they all mothers. I don't know too many men that wouldn't jump to the defense of our mothers. The women are mothers mostly. So I don't see men not jumping to women's defense, but I don't see enough women jumping to men's defense. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's a fact because I seen a saying that was so true. It said, when a woman's struggling, they be like, yo, come on, sis, get it together. When a man's struggling, they be like, man, they go after you. They don't tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Shut up, Yoli.
And you got some evil women around you.
There's a lot of evil women in the world today. Like, real talk. If you go on the internet, Tina, like literally they're really discrediting 85%.
Yo, you really hate women, yo. I gotta say, you got an issue with women. You got an issue with women because not all women are like that, dude. I know mad women that praise their nigga. Even pieces of shit nigga, they praise them.
Tina, let me put it to you like this. I'm a really, really, really good dude. I cover 95% of the bases. You hear me? But to be honest with you, I don't see too many women ever saying anything positive about me. They always, like you just said, I hate women. But you don't know the 95%
the way you
of the
express
good stuff
yourself,
that I'm
though,
about.
it sounds like you hate women.
I don't. Anytime I say something about a woman,
but the
I'm
way you
afraid of
express
women.
yourself is like you have animosity towards women.
Negative.
I don't know how you
you
not seen it. You keep saying many. I never. Like, how can you say you never? There's plenty of women I seen praise their men.
I don't see it. I don't see it, Gina.
Maybe you have to rearrange your female friends on your Facebook.
I've seen it.
Has your woman ever praised you on Facebook?
Huh?
Hold up, I'm talking to Chief. Because he said he's seen it before. I'm asking him.
Maybe a time or two.
Oh, all right. I ain't never been.
Long time ago.
Oh, a long time ago. So since that, all right. So since that long time ago, do you think you should have been praised? Being honest,
even if I do, like me personally, I don't care about no social validation like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
First
I'd rather
off,
see it in
so
person.
if I
Me
did,
too.
I would have probably had that fight a long time ago. I might have acknowledged something and brought something to the table, but you know, I ain't never beef like that because I don't care about social media validation of my personal
Me
relationship.
neither.
You know?
But now, can I ask you another question? Has your
I
woman?
used to, but not,
Hey, Unique.
not now.
Has your woman ever? When was the last time your woman ever came to you and said, "Yo, I really appreciate you"?
And I get that often.
You get it often?
You know? Yeah, but it was.
Sheena, do you give it often?
20 years of that, you know.
What?
Do you tell your man that you appreciate him often? Be honest, Sheena.
When I had one, yeah. When everything
Steven
was right and we were.
when Steven, you used to come in the house and go, "Baby, thank you, I appreciate you."
Yeah.
All right.
Now my love language.
You know
is
how I
food,
show my
you know,
appreciation? Scott?
like
This is the difference. Us women show appreciation different. We fix your clothes. We cook you meals. This is our showing our appreciation. To y'all, it's supposedly our obligation.
Nah, hell no. No, I gotta stop you. Once I was in a relationship before. Yo, my woman used to make sure that I didn't have to wash my clothes, nothing. So you know how I showed her appreciation? I used to do more in the house. You know what I'm saying? So instead of you spending your money, buying laundry stuff, I'll buy all the laundry stuff. I'll go buy all the food. You know what I'm saying? Save your money. You feel what I'm trying to say?
You just hit the nail on the head. See, what most people don't realize is that negative conversation breeds this. Well, then I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. But positive behavior breeds positive effects. Meaning, if you bring me a plate and be like, yo, you know, I made some food, here you go. Now I'm like, all right, well, I went to the store and I got this. You know what I'm saying? And it goes back and forth. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes people are petty, and that's where a lot goes left. You feel me? A lot of situations go left because they're being petty. I'm the type of person where I'll always show up for a person. But then there's certain people where you'll always show up, and then that day you don't show up, they shit on you.
All right, well, that's our hour, man. Yeah, I appreciate you. Unique and Chena, I love you. You already know, man.
You already know, broski.
Hey,
love
man.
you to death.
Hey,
Rhode Island.
Hey, Chena, when you coming up here? Could we get?
I'm on my way. I'm on my way right fucking now.
No, I'm saying I was over now, and you know I gotta go see the people.
I gotta say one thing.
All right, go
How
ahead,
about
Unique.
them Knicks?
Oh, yeah. Hey, yo, shout out to all you Celtics fans.
All the Knicks fans can show their face.
Hey, yo, I told you, man, it's about New York. Now, I got to tell you this. Before I get off this, and I tell y'all one thing. Yo, if y'all ain't watching the next Celtics New York Knicks game on TV, because every rapper, everybody that's somebody in New York is going to be there.
You all right. All right, people. One love, everybody. Yo, stand up. You know, together we stand. Divided we fall. Regardless of our differences, we need to get together.
The Knicks got
You
me
feel me?
$100.
Yeah, hell yeah,
The Knicks
man.
got me $100. Yeah, shout out to the Knicks.
Hey, Unique, say that one more time, Unique. You was cut off, and let me turn you up a little bit. Go ahead, Unique.
All right, let me say it. One love, everybody. I said, united we stand, divided we fall. Even when we have our differences, we need to stand together because that's what makes us strong.
And that's a fact, man. That's a fact, man. Thank y'all, man. I appreciate you, man. Yo, man, shout out to them, man, for calling in, man. I gotta go, man. That's my hour. I appreciate y'all, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Same time, same place. You already know. Yo, man, I gotta say it, man. Yo, spread love, not hate, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta just spread love, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know sometimes it be hurting some people, man, but yo, man, after yesterday, man, what I experienced, man, I almost lost my life. And a lot of people that was there, yo, shout out to everybody that helped me. You understand what I'm saying?
What
And
happened?
I didn't even tell you, Chief. I got pepper sprayed yesterday, and I almost died. That shit went in my mouth. I guess he said I was choking on my throw up. So he turned me to the side, and all my throw up I was throwing up everywhere. Yeah. And yesterday at rest in peace to Digger's funeral. You understand what I'm saying? I was talking about it this morning and shit. But you know what I'm saying? And that's how shit got serious. And I gathered myself and I said to myself, yo, Trap, yo, this is how shit can get serious that fast, man. Yo, I was just happy. I was happy to see all my OGs. Shout out to all my OGs that was there. Cooley, all my old dog, East Coast, Danny Johnson. Yo, all my OGs was pulling up. Scratch. You know what I'm saying? Yo, everybody, I didn't even get to take pictures with my OGs, and that bothered me. And I'm going to tell y'all why that bothered me. That bothered me because, I don't get, my OGs is just be gone, man. One day they here and the next day they not. So if I can cherish taking pictures with them, Chief, that was a moment that I had to take a picture with all the people I looked up to, the people that taught me how to be a man, the people that taught me how to stand up when I didn't want to stand up for myself. You understand what I'm saying? So man, and I was with them, and that altercation happened, and it ruined my moment with them. You understand what I'm saying? Because it was so blessed to be in presence of them, and they're all healthy and breathing and looking fly as hell, no homo. You understand what I'm saying? So salute to all my OGs, man. You understand what I'm saying? I see y'all in a little while. I'm definitely pulling up at the funeral. You know what I'm saying? So salute to you. Let's spread love, not hate today, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Same time, same place, man. You already know, man. Love y'all, man. Hit that like